Good evening, guys. Notice anything different? No, I didn't get my hair cut. I decided to do some self-care today, and that includes my bi-monthly ritual of doing my eyebrows. And the reason for that is it's a rather sad story, and I thought I would share that with you girls tonight. And if you guys want to join, that's fine. I don't discriminate. I just thought, some ladies might appreciate this because they might be in a similar situation. But when I was a young girl, I actually started very early, probably around 13, 14. I started plucking my eyebrows. And back then, the look was super thin, pencil thin eyebrows. We plucked them all out and then we drew them back in because we didn't like the shape of them. So you could pluck them and then draw them any shape you wanted, right? And I did that for years and years. And eventually, they stopped growing back in. And the look has changed through the years of, the way we do our eyebrows, believe it or not. And remember Brooke Shields, she came in with the big, thick eyebrows, and that was a look. And of course, we couldn't obtain that look at that point. It was for the younger girls. But eventually, they came up with a way of giving us our eyebrows back. And that's called microblading. And I did that I think it's been 4 years now since I got it done. And it's very similar to tattooing, I imagine. Um, they slice the skin, small little slices. They numb you first, of course, because I'm a big baby. They had to numb me several times throughout because I can't handle pain. But anyway, they slice your skin and then they rub the ink into it and they let it sit for a while and then they wipe it off. And for a good week or two, your eyebrows are pretty dark. They look similar to this. I looked like Groucho Marx for a little while, and then it fades. But anyway, it only lasts about, they said expect a year and a half to 2 years. And mine lasted a good 3 years. And then after that, they were going to need to be touched up. So I started looking around, seeing, how much it was going to cost, if I could find anybody to do it. And I was blown away by how much they charge now, because when I got it done, the girl that did it, she did give me a discount because I run a community Facebook page, and she, figured I would promote her on my page, which I did. So she charged me like $200 to do my eyebrows at that time. And I guess it would have been $500 to get them done. I don't know what it costs now, but I know to get them touched up costs more than 500 now. And I can't pay that kind of money anymore. I don't, I'm not working full time. I'm just working part time. And so one of the ways that I need to save money is on, things like that. So I had posted on the page that, I was looking for somebody that would do it, cheaper or whatever. And one of my friends privately messaged me and said, you can buy this stuff off of Amazon. It's like 15 bucks. It's a henna and you can do them yourself at home. So I jumped on that. I bought it and I tried it. And the box of henna that I bought was 15 bucks and it's lasted me over a year. There's so many little envelopes in there and you only use a little bit. You just mix it with a little bit of water. It comes with a little brush. You paint them on. I leave it on for about 30, 40 minutes and then just wipe it off. And it usually lasts me 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I do it again. But if I don't do it, I mean, I still have eyebrows, but because they're tattooed on, the ink turns kind of a bluish green and it looks terrible. So I have no choice. I have to do this. Like I said, I'm not going to spend another $500-600 and have them done every year and a half to 2 years. So for 15 bucks, yeah, I can do that. And it's simple. I actually have a video on it and I'll post that in the description if any of you are interested. But yeah, it was either that or go without eyebrows, which, I'd been drawing them on for years, which was such a pain because there were literally times when I would forget. I'd run out of the house without any eyebrows, and I don't care who you are, it's not a good look. and you go swimming and they come off in the water and you're sweating, and it just got to be such a nuisance. So yeah, this was the easiest way to go. And like I said, it's not painful. I don't have to undergo, the blades again, because I don't think I could. That was torture for me. That's why I do have three tiny tattoos, but that's the extent of it. And even that was just like so much pain. I can't even tell you. I cannot do it. So anyway, that's one of the ways I save money. The other way is, for years when I was a young girl, I also used an eyelash curler, and eventually I lost a lot of my eyelashes. They got very thin, especially when I was going through menopause. It made it even worse. I had almost no eyelashes. Even when I would wear mascara and everything, you couldn't even see them. Plus, my eyebrows were really light and my eyelashes were really light. So um, that's about the time that I discovered you could go in and get eyelash extensions. I live in Southern California. They're on every corner. It was like $30. You go in and you get eyelashes, and they last about 6 weeks usually. And so that's what I did. I got them done for years, and I loved the look after not having any for so long. I just felt so glamorous after going without, and yeah, I did that for the longest time. And $30 plus a $15-20 tip, and then they started raising the price, and then it was $60 and 75, and then when it got to be 100, I was like, I can't afford this anymore. So that's when I looked into false eyelashes, which is obviously what I wear. But they even had the magnetic ones, and one of you asked me about that, and I did try them, but they were weird. They felt funny. So I just use regular old glue-on eyelashes, and I do it so much, it's second nature. I put them on in the morning. I don't even think about it. And sometimes I glue them on and I even sleep with them, but that's rare. So, that's the price you pay when you get to be an old bag like me and you're not a natural beauty. There's just things you got to do. It makes me feel better about me. Otherwise, I feel like a troll when I leave the house. But I tell my granddaughters, don't start wearing makeup when you're young, because you're just naturally beautiful when you're young. They all have that natural beauty. And once you start wearing it, it kind of messes with your self-esteem. You never feel the same without it. You always feel like you only look good when you're wearing makeup. And then you get to the point where you won't even leave the house unless you have a full face of makeup on. I did go through periods where I didn't wear any makeup at all, especially, during COVID and right afterwards. I probably went a good year afterwards without ever putting makeup on. And everybody always asked me if I was feeling okay. Are you sick? You look so tired. It's like, no, I'm just not wearing any makeup. But so yeah, I'm a big fan of makeup for those of us that need it. Not everybody needs it. There's a lot of you women out there that don't need any help. So, take pity on us that do. Don't shame us and make us feel bad for having to wear makeup. I've had a lot of people do that. Well, I don't understand why you wear makeup. And it's like, look, if you saw me without it, you would understand. But yeah, my daughter doesn't need to wear it. She's a natural beauty. My granddaughters are all stunningly gorgeous. And I really don't want them to start wearing makeup, because I think it detracts from their natural beauty. But my goodness, when I go to the school to pick my granddaughters up, even the middle school, the amount of makeup these young girls are wearing, and it's like, why let them? They're so beautiful just from being young. But I know that insecurity, you hide behind the makeup at that age. They don't use it to enhance their beauty. They use it to cover up who they are, and that's sad. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, yes, I do my eyebrows, I do my eyelashes now, so I am saving hundreds of dollars between those two things. I do my own hair, which is why I wear hair wraps, because I can't keep up on it. Even now that I have long hair, because when I had short hair, which I foolishly thought was going to be so much easier, right? Way harder having long hair. you have to get it cut every 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks to make it look like that. And then you have to have all this product in it. And who has time? With long hair, you just dry it. And I might curl the front of it, or I do use a straightener, but I can straighten my hair after I blow dry it, and it lasts for days in Southern California, not where my daughter is, where it's humid. But so it's really easy for me. It's much easier to have long hair, and I don't ever have to go in and get it cut. I trim it myself maybe twice a year. So that saves me a ton of money. And I still color my hair, of course. And until recently, I was so proud that I had no gray hair. And then I started realizing that that blonde hair that I thought was coming in, that's gray hair. So yeah, I do have quite a bit. Not enough to be pretty though, because some women can let their hair grow out and it's beautiful. They have like a silvery white. No, mine's not like that. So I'm just going to keep coloring it until I can't anymore. And I buy the stuff from the beauty supply house, and I probably do it once every 3 months. Of course, I got messages. But so yeah, I'm saving money there now. And I really, oh, my nails. I used to go in and get them done the same way that I did my eyelashes, did my nails. And that got to be ridiculous between getting my nails done and then a pedicure and eyelashes. My God, you could spend so much money on that stuff. So I am saving myself a fortune by doing it. I feel like Lucille Ball. Did you ever see that episode where she decided to start saving money and she was making her own clothes and doing her hair? And yeah, that's what it feels like. I'm never going to resort to making my own clothes, but I do everything else. And like I said, oh, I got some of that eyebrow stuff on my nail, and they're just simple glue-on nails, but they make me feel good. I feel put together when I leave the house. I always feel so frumpy and dumpy, especially when I was staying at home and I wasn't a professional. I wasn't out in the working world and I couldn't afford that. And then you'd go out there and all these women that are working there all, so put together, and I just felt like a troll. So I just started doing it again, and it just gives me a boost. I'm old. I need that. And it just makes me feel a little bit better. I haven't gone so far as to get the lip plumpers or the Botox, but I have nothing against people that do that. If you can afford it and it makes you feel better, more power to you. I have no judgment on that. I think women should do what they need to do, and I don't think anybody should tell you or shame you or make you feel bad for doing that. I even did a video on that not too long ago, and I just can't afford to do it. That's the reason I don't do it. And I am kind of afraid of the fillers and the Botox and stuff. That's just me personally. I just, it kind of makes me nervous because where's that stuff go? It dissolves and it goes in somewhere. And yeah, so I don't know. If somebody were to pay for it, I might give it a try just to see, but that I wouldn't want to start on that because I think that's something that you have to keep up on. Another one of those things. And just, I don't have the money for any of that stuff anymore. I am trying to be frugal. I'm sure at some point I won't even be able to do this and I'll just give up and give in. But my mom, well, my mom was younger than me when she passed away, and she still did everything, but she was always a glamour puss. My mom was known for that. She was just a beautiful woman inside and out though. And but I grew up with that, in that era. And believe me, I didn't even live up to my mom's beauty standards. I know it was hard for her to have a daughter like me. I remember she always wore heels. She always looked so glamorous, dresses and heels and so put together. And then here I come. I remember when I was a teenager and Colorado hiking boots were popular with Levi's. Oh my God, just killed her. She would tease me, call me Jethro Bodine, because she just thought it was so hard for her to have a daughter like me. But she pushed for the makeup and the hair. As a matter of fact, I think I was 12 the first time I colored my hair, and it was at her request. She didn't like my mousy blonde hair anymore. She thought I needed a lift. I was 12. And I did it, and then I got used to it. I liked the way I looked better with lighter blonde hair. And now, 50 years later, I'm still doing it. Thanks, Mom. But she did too. She did her hair all the time. One time, and this is funny, when we lived in Nebraska still, her and I were going to be coming to California, and we wanted to get all dolled up. So she bleached her hair back then. I mean, she did the bleach blonde look, and we went and got all the stuff. We came home. She was doing her hair, and she realized that it wasn't getting lighter; it was getting darker. And so we looked at the bottle. Somebody had changed the bottles out. Her hair was turning black. Oh my, and it was the night before we were going to go to California. She was, oh my God, livid. But fortunately, she had a girlfriend that was a hairdresser, lived right around the corner. We went over there and she was able to help her. I'm sure it was terrible to do that to her hair, but she fixed it. So she learned her lesson after that. She always checked the bottles when she bought hair dye or anything. Somebody must have thought that was hilarious, I'm sure. But anyway, so yeah, these are just, little things that I do now to save money. It all helps. And like I said, eventually I won't even be doing that. I probably won't even be wearing my head wrap at some point in time. I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'll do when I get to that point. Just pull my hair, slick it all back into a ponytail. I don't know. I don't think I'll be one of those little ladies that can get by with short hair. I see a lot of them. They look great and they get perms or whatever, but I don't think that would work for me. So I'll just let it go and just look like what is the swamp witch that I'm meant to be. Well, anyway, let's see, it's been 16 minutes. I guess it's, and plus I'd put it on before then. Yeah, it's about time I should probably take this off. But anyway, like I said, if you're interested, I'll leave it in the description. Super cheap, super easy. Anybody can do it. And yeah, I'll post a picture. Well, you'll see me because, I'll make a video tomorrow and you'll see the difference in my eyebrows. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.